Today on MTG Unpacked we're taking a look at the new Unstable set. This is continuing the fun cards that they had earlier in Unhinged and Unglued, but taking that to a whole new level. So there's a whole lot of new mechanics here. Looks like we have the contraptions. So that ought to be interesting. I'll be snacking on these since there's a lot of stuff to look at on the cards and a lot of fun there. Probably opening more on a forthcoming live stream, so stay tuned for that. And the usual planeswalkers are having the day off. We have a suitable mascot for this video. Let's see. Okay, that's interesting. So they package it. Alright, so we'll grab 3 from here. And I also got a pack of this from F&M last night, so I'll be opening that at some point. Alright, let's get stuck into these. Alright, starting off from my homeland, the Mother Kangaroo. So this is one of those split creatures. You've got a, when this creature enters the battlefield, roll a 6-sided die, put a number of +1/+1 counters on this creature equal to the result. And looks like we have a little squirrel sitting on top there. And what is this guy? Some other creature. Alright. A riveting rigger, a cyborg rigger, and this is talking about assembling a contraption. Another split card, crafty octopus. He assembles a contraption. That's pretty cool. A feisty stegosaurus. So this one, you roll a 6-sided die, creature takes damage equal to the result to target creature an opponent controls. Hazmat suit used. Enchant creature gets +2/+1 and menace. Whenever a player's skin or fingernail touches enchanted creature, that player loses 2 life. Painiac. So at the beginning of your upkeep, roll a 6-sided die. He gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the result. A Despondent Killbot, artifact creature. Mad Science Fair project. So you roll a 6-sided die. On a 3 or lower, target player adds mana to the mana pool, otherwise that player adds 1 mana of any color he or she chooses. And now we're going on to the uncommons. We have a Border Guardian. So you get a +1/+1 counter whenever you cast a silver bordered spell. Whenever you cast a black bordered spell, he can't be blocked this turn. Whenever you cast a white bordered spell, he gains double straight until end of turn. Shittering Doom. Looks a bit like our backyard at times. Whenever you roll a 4 or higher on a die, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Like to see this used with Anointed Procession. So we have an army of squirrels. There's probably other cards that do that as well. We have a Ninja. Oh, and he is a half of a card by the look of it. You may activate Ninja's augment ability. Anytime you could cast an instant, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, augment cost is 2. Okay, so I think you have to use it with another one. So here's a +1/+0. Or she, I should say. And the rare is a Clock Napper. Whenever Clock Napper enters the battlefield, choose a beginning phase, pre-combat main phase, combat phase, post-combat main phase, or ending phase. Steal that phase from target player during his or her next turn. That would be quite disruptive. Ooh, look at that. Plains. Full art land. Very nice. I've seen some people putting these in their decks already. And what is this? A contraption. Lackey Recycler. Whenever you crank Lackey Recycler, put target creature from your graveyard on top of your library. And this tells you about how the contraptions work. So you put a crank counter on Sprocket 3, beginning of your upkeep. If you control the contraption, move the crank counter to your next Sprocket and crank any number of that Sprocket's contraptions. Sprocket 1 follows Sprocket 3. Interesting. And what does this say? Another contraption. Okay, 2 contraptions. Sapsucker. Whenever you crank Sapsucker, add a forest to your mana pool. Until end of turn, this mana doesn't empty from your mana pool as steps and phases end. And an elemental. Oh, are these? Oh, they are double-sided foil elemental token. Creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. And then on the back, we've got a full art version of that guy. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that was pack number 1. Then these others, nothing else on the backs. Okay. Has anyone drafted this yet? And what was your experience? Leave a comment down below. We have an ordinary pony. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may exile target non-horse creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So pretty boring, but when you accompany it with one of those other split pieces, I think that would be some crazy combinations. Defective Detective. Can't be blocked. When they enter the battlefield, a person outside the game looks at the target opponent's hand and chooses a card from it. That player reveals that card. Eager Beaver. This is, you can untap a target permanent. Snickering Squirrel. You may tap Snickering Squirrel to increase the result of any die any player rolled by 1. In this line of work, you've got to know how to squirrel things away, quite literally in my case. Work a double. So we've got some goblin madness going on here. Egan Blurf discovered the technique by accident when Burf reached for his hammer and missed. So this is assemble 2 contraptions. Put the top card of your contraption deck face up onto one of your sprockets and repeat this process. Sacrifice play. Person outside the game chooses an attacking or blocking creature target opponent controls. That player sacrifices that creature. Dirty Rat. Target opponent discards a card. Amateur Auteur. Sacrifice Amateur Auteur, destroy target enchantment. So this one, I think they have 4 variations. This one is Zendikar the musical. The 2 Eldrazi titans fell and set the ground a rumbling. How come no one ever listens? Old Ugin flew off grumbling. Hilarious. Wonder if we'll pull any others of those in this box. Chittering Doom, again. and that was an uncommon. We have a Cog Mentor, Gnome Rigger, with flying. You pay 4 and you can reassemble a target contraption you control. Cogs on cats, cogs on dogs, cogs on hats, and cogs on cogs. Song of the Cog Mentor. That's a nicely demented song. Ooh, and a zombified creature. Combine zombified from your graveyard with target host. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. So you've got pay 4 and a swamp, pay 2 and a swamp, or augment, pay 4 and a swamp. So I'm going to have to look at that in a minute and see what they look like. And our rare is As Luck Would Have It with hexproof. Whenever you roll a die, put a number of luck counters on As Luck Would Have It equal to the result. Then if there are 100 or more luck counters on As Luck Would Have It, you win the game. Seems like a fun win condition. Ooh, and a forest. Flat forest. Nice. Our contraption is a refibrillator. Whenever you crank a refibrillator, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Top Secret Tunnel. Whenever you crank Top Secret Tunnel, target creature can't be blocked this turn. And a foil sapling token. And oh, there we go, full art on the back. Very nice. Now I'm going to have a quick look at, let's see, we've got a zombie. I want to make a couple of items, so let's see how this looks. Host creature, so we get a zombified rat. Okay. What else we got here? Work a double. Zombified beaver. So you can see how the text lines up there. Oh, here we go. This is better. Our ordinary pony becomes a zombified pony. Alright. That's pretty cool. Okay, last pack. See if we get any other of those fun combinations. We get a magic word. As magic word enters battlefield, choose a word, whisper the chosen word, and tap the enchanted creature. We get a wild crocodile. He enables you to search your library for a basic land card, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your library. Success! Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's a host or has augment, it gains lifelink until end of turn. And what is going on here? A weird hybrid rabbit thing. Capital offense. Target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of times a capital letter appears in its rules text. Ignore reminder text and flavor text. Part basket case, all lowercase. So that's one of the puns on the text of the cards. Just desserts. Deals pi damage to target creature. Pi is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. It's a smidgen more than 3. Okay, so good luck keeping track of that. Subcontract. A person outside the game looks at the target opponent's hand and chooses a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Martha was in and out in exactly 2 minutes, 30 seconds to administer the poison, plus a minute and a half to properly refold the napkins. Gnome made engine. Host creature construct. So this is an artifact here. Create a 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature token. It's pretty cool. Novellamental. Can block only creatures with flying. My grandmother had sold the rest of her jewelry long ago, but left a particular necklace in my care, a golden chain bearing a raven-shaped charm. Is that any reference here to the, what is it, storm crows? Uncommon, an entirely normal armchair. During your turn, if entirely normal armchair is in your hand, you may hide it on the battlefield. Pay 0, return it to your hand. Only any opponent may activate this ability, and only if he or she sees entirely normal armchair. You can pay 2, sacrifice it, and destroy a target attacking creature. Sneak Dispatcher. You can look at the top card of the target player's library. If it has an Agents of Sneak watermark, you may reveal it and put it in your hand, otherwise put it on the top or bottom of its owner's library. So we're looking for these. I don't know if that umbrella thing is the watermark. I would assume so. More or less, add or subtract 1 or 1 from a number or number word on target spell or permanent until end of turn. And the rare is oddly uneven. You can choose between destroying each creature with an odd number of words in its name, or destroy each creature with an even number of words in its name. And what is going on here? The squirrels are up to no good. There's some dragon looking creature. And an island. So that's 3 different basic lands so far. Contraption is a widget contraption where whenever you crank it, it assembles a contraption. Got some cyborg guy here doing some assembling. Dictation Quillograph. Whenever you crank it until end of turn, target creature gains. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. And a beast token. I'm really liking these tokens. I think these are going to be popular. Very unique. You don't often, I mean, you do get foil tokens, but not with the full art on the back. Alright, so that was the first snack from Unstable. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more Magic the Gathering unboxings. Also tap on the notification bell if you want to be notified as soon as a new video comes out. And as always, have a great day.